Hi, I'm Harry Donahue, and welcome to Inside Golf.
Coming up today, a look at the Indoor Golf Club in Fort Washington. It is brand spanking new, and it features the latest in simulators and real-time golf technology. And we'll introduce you to Troy Vanucci. He's from Little Mill, and 2023 was the year that he finally got over the hump, winning the prestigious William Hyndman III Award as GAP's Player of the Year. The 27th season of Inside Golf is presented by Destination Montco Golf. Your next golf getaway is in Valley Forge in Montgomery County, Pennsylvania. Visit valleyforge.org. By the First Tee Greater Philadelphia. The First Tee not only helps young men and women become better golfers, but most important, better people. Get involved. Visit firstteephiladelphia.org. By the Philadelphia Association of Golf Course Superintendents, a community of professionals enhancing the game of golf since 1925. Make sure you thank your golf course superintendent today. By the Golf Association of Philadelphia, GAP, celebrating amateur golf since 1897. And by Inside Golf's partner since 1998, the Philadelphia PGA Section, the experts in the game and business of golf.
Golf is the great equalizer. For many, this journey is an escape from reality, a chance to be part of a team, a career opportunity. PGA Reach impacts lives through golf by lifting people up, giving them hope, and sending them down an alternate path that they never saw coming. With PGA Reach Philadelphia, as in life and in golf, the most important shot you take is the next one.
Hi, Tony Salucci with the Beacon Group of Companies. If your company has between 50 and 500 employees enrolled in your health insurance plan, there's a really good chance we can reduce your costs significantly and increase the benefits employees receive. How do we do it? We put you together with several thousand employers of a similar size across the country so your company can get amazing buying power. Schedule a conversation with one of our employee benefits specialists today at mybeacongroup.com.
Welcome back to Inside Golf. Recently, we went to the Indoor Golf Club. The idea of Jaeson Han. Now, Jaeson spent 20 plus years in the classrooms at Abington High School. He loves the game of golf, and he wanted to take a chance on golf simulators. So he started with the Indoor Golf Club. It's located in Fort Washington Industrial Complex, and it has the latest in technology. There are 9 bays, and it's membership only. We thought it's an idea you'd want to know about. My good friend, the author Michael Bamberger, he is, of course, an alumni of Inside Golf himself, has a new book out. It is called To the Links Land, and in it, Michael says that it is the promise of improvement that makes golf captivating. Well, we're here today with Jaeson Han. Jaeson, how are you? Jaeson Han, by way of introduction, taught for 20 years at Abington High School. And now he is the owner of the spanking new Indoor Golf Club located on Virginia Drive in Fort Washington. And Jaeson, I guess if Michael Bamberger were here with me today, he would say that you are offering the promise of improvement because this is an indoor simulator room, or rooms actually. You have 9 bays, over 5,000 square feet. What are you trying to do here for golfers? Just how would you like sort of capsulize for us what the goal is of this Indoor Golf Club?
When I play golf with my friends, I tend to I can't play all that often. Being a teacher for so long, I was sort of stuck in the classroom, and I knew that I could be so much better. I knew the potential was there, and I knew that I could hit it, but it was just like so frustrating. So I wanted to build a place where people can come and practice whenever they wanted to, and get as much data and video feedback as they could to help improve their swings faster than just hitting at the range outside.
So it's membership only. They can sign up for what, a year or a season, or how do you have that structured?
Yeah, there's a winter season and a summer season, or a full year membership. The full year membership is obviously going to be a better value, but I know a lot of golfers want to be outside during the summer, So I'm offering a pretty competitive rate for the summertime, just to have people understand that being inside isn't necessarily a bad thing, and they can get a lot of practice done when it's rainy outside, or if it's really hot, or at nighttime when their kids are asleep, so they can come here.
Simulators have become a big part of the practice routine for a lot of golfers, especially up in the Northeast. Like we mentioned, in the wintertime, you can't always get outside. You don't want to be outside hitting golf balls, so you come in here. But for my little short time here on site, these seems to me to offer a lot in terms of technology and data, more than your average simulator room. Tell us about that.
Well, these golf zone simulators are from Korea, and Korea's being a very small country, there's not a lot of golf that's available for just the normal citizen, unless you're absolutely filthy rich. So these simulator facilities are all located all throughout Seoul, and actually any city that you go to. And there's a couple companies that sort of compete to make it better and better. And so this is the result where the floors will move, there's different materials to hit off of. You don't have to bend over to tee a ball. It comes up automatically. You don't have to fetch your ball from the screen. And so there's a lot of luxuries built in because they want it to be fast and fun, while also being very realistic by offering all sorts of different lies and different materials to hit out of to make it more challenging than just hitting it off a flat surface.
Yeah, I was going to say that to me is really new. I don't know how many other simulator rooms or locations have something like that, but you can adjust your stance similar to what you would have to do, say, on a hilly course, say like Huntington Valley or something like that, where you never get a level stance. It seems it either slopes one way or the other. And just with the technology, what is it? Golf Zone is the company that produces all this high-tech data, etc. You can simulate actual lies on a hilly golf course.
Correct. So you can manually do it during the driving range session. Like if you're having a tough time with it under your feet, you can set it that way. And during gameplay, it happens automatically. So you don't have to sit there and fiddle with things.
And you have what, 9 bays?
Correct.
And your goal is to have all 9 operating up and golfers hitting balls into the simulators. And one thing, it's open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So if somebody's having nightmares about the way they're playing golf, they can say, wait a minute, I'm going to hop in the car, I'm going to drive over to the Indoor Golf Club in Fort Washington on Virginia Drive, and I'm going to practice for another hour.
That's what it is.
Instead of losing sleep thinking about it.
And that's what I used to do when I was teaching. I would have rough days, and I would just want to hit balls, and so it helps me, release a lot of pressure and just to have fun.
Right, and it's a comfort zone. You got nice couches at some of the bay areas. You got big screen televisions. People can come over here and maybe enjoy a drink or two with their friends and practice away, right?
Yeah, and then if people want to come and work during the day, we have good Wi-Fi and electrical plugs at every table and every bay. Wow,
so you can do your work. And when that's all taken care of, step on the tee, adjust the slope, and fire away. Well, Jason, great idea. It's high tech, everything's new, plenty of data, and 9 bays, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 12 months of the year. Ben Morehouse is a sophomore at Germantown Academy, not far away from where we are here at the Indoor Golf Club. And you've been here a few times, even though it just opened recently. What do you like most about it, Ben?
I think my favorite part about the Indoor Golf Club is the fact that it's always accessible and that you can come here 1, 2, even 3 times a day. And the variety of practices, it gives you a great feel, and it almost feels like a actual golf course. I mean, I think that the best part about it is that you can get instant feedback. It shows you a camera shot of what the potential mistakes that you made, and it also shows that what you did right.
Now your dad plays, and you have a couple siblings that play. So we could see at one time, the same time, 4 different Morehouses. You could occupy 4 bays here, huh?
Yeah.
Is that going to be a family outing or what?
That seems like a family outing to me.
Golf instructor here at the Indoor Golf Club, Rob Coyne, and tell us about what's different about Indoor Golf Club. You've probably seen other similar operations. What's different about this place?
I think the biggest thing is that the lie angles can change. Along with that, you can send any swing video directly to your phone on the app. Any type of data, you can send it right away. If you're playing around, and it says nice shot, it'll send that right away to your phone. You can look at that later on the next day whenever you want, and look over it to see, okay, this was a great swing. Yeah. What did I do differently here versus other swings?
Yeah, technology has become such an important part of the game. To somebody of my generation, we were just happy to get out there with a bag of balls. Now you need to see instant data or a video replay almost instantaneously of your swing. And you get it all here under one roof at Indoor Golf Club.
Yeah, I think that's the thing that's changed the last 10 years is these kids younger and younger are starting to use the data, especially in this area, because you don't have access outside all the time, right? So they have to try and keep an edge, or at least stay up with people that are playing in Florida, Texas, California, year-round.
Yeah, we don't have any indoor palm trees, but we're working on it, right?
Yep.
So if you'd like more information on the Indoor Golf Club and what Jaeson Han's doing in Fort Washington, why not visit his website for all the details. All right, stay with us. More to come on Inside Golf. Next, we're going to meet some of the award winners from the Golf Association of Philadelphia for 2023.
The Golf Association of Philadelphia. Founded in 1897, GAP is the nation's oldest regional or state golf association. We serve amateur golf in Eastern PA, Southern New Jersey, and all of Delaware. GAP welcomes all golfers, junior or senior, male or female, public or private. Join the Golf Association of Philadelphia today. Our mission is always to preserve, protect, and promote the great game of golf. Before you tee it up, look us up. Visit gapgolf.org to find out more.
Welcome back to Inside Golf. Every year, GAP, the Golf Association of Philadelphia, has a list of award winners. And for 2023, the Player of the Year was Troy Vanucci out of Little Mill. Here's Marty Emino from GAP introducing us to GAP's Player of the Year.
Thanks, Harry. A year ago, Troy Vanucci was in Player of the Year contention when catastrophe struck. A poor finish in the U.S. Mid-Am qualifying led into a missed cut at the Patterson Cup. That eliminated him from the 2022 season-ending picture. Vanucci didn't wallow in self-pity, though, and some 12 months later found his way back into contention. Needing a string of championship-worthy performances to overtake Michael Crowley, the BMW Philadelphia Amateur Champion and Player of the Year leader at the time, Vanucci responded. He turned in a stellar 4 under 67 on the second and final day of the Patterson Cup at Lanark. Vanucci tied for fourth and played the last 9 holes in an impressive 2 under despite a driving rainstorm. That performance, combined with his medalist showing in the BMW Philadelphia Amateur, resulted in him securing his first Silver Cross Award. Needing a bit more to catch Crowley, the diminutive 5'4" Vanucci added a tie for 6th in the Delaware Open Championship to push to the front of the Player of the Year standings.
Yeah, how gratifying was it to just pull that off in the last 8 holes? And then honestly to pull it off in a driving rainstorm, which you don't see every day.
Yeah, no, it's like basically one of those scenarios you just dream about. You just think about all the hard times and stuff like that and just trying to fight through, and yeah, no, it was pretty cool.
He added a cherry on top soon thereafter by qualifying for the U.S. Mid-Amateur and later advancing to the match play portion of the championship proper. In total, Vanucci amassed 685 points, almost 140 points clear of second place Crowley.
It's something, it's always in the back of your mind, and then you definitely just got to see if it's even possible mid-season. And I knew I was in good condition, and there towards the end started to really play some good golf, and everything was just happening so fast, and I really didn't even know what to expect. And then having time to reflect, it's pretty special looking back at all the names in the past and all the greats. It really is pretty cool.
Vanucci turned a year-end double. He finished as the New Jersey State Golf Association Player of the Year as well. In the NJSGA events, and which Gap also awards points for. Vanucci was the Mid-Am runner-up, tied for 3rd in the Open, and tied for 6th in the Amateur.
I tell all the young kids at the club, sign up for everything, all the experience and stuff like that. It's all going to pay off. And I have buddies now that are just like, they're starting to qualify for events. And then when they get into the event, they start to get close to the cut line. They miss the cut and losing confidence. I'm just like, dude, you just got to keep battling. I mean, you'll see. And it's just basically different levels. It's building blocks. You make the qualifier, you get into the event, you start making the cuts, and then you start top 10 in and top 5. And then obviously we all want to win, but definitely got to play good and get a little luck. And no, I've seen everything full circle, and it's nice.
Congrats to Troy on a job well done, but he wasn't the only one to stand out this summer. We'd like to recognize the Players of the Year in 3 other categories.
Yes, he did.
Our Senior Player of the Year was John Barry from Lancaster Country Club. That was his first. Our Super Senior Player of the Year, well, you've heard his name before, probably many times, Don Donatoni. That was his record 9th Super Senior Player of the Year. And we'd like to give a shout out to Jeff Homer. He won his first Junior Player of the Year, and he plays out of Wilmington Country Club. Congratulations to all the winners, and we'll see you on the course soon. Reporting for Gap, I'm Marty Emino.
Once again, congratulations to all the award winners from Gap in 2023, and especially Gap's Player of the Year, Troy Vanucci. Stay with us. Coming up next, the Teed Off panel.
It was really windy. We had sustained winds of 30 miles an hour the entire day, and gusts up to 50 miles an hour.
Really?
Yeah.
Welcome back. It's time for Teed Off, and our panel assembled here at Lulu. This is the Ross Grill, and we got a live audience behind us. A little bit different. We're having a lot of fun. We want to thank John Rusk, who is, of course, the general manager, for coming up with the idea to do it. And wow, it's turned into a home run, or a hole-in-one, whatever the case may be. Matt Fry's with us, and Matt is the Director of Communications, Philly section of the PGA. Jeff Armbrister. Jeff is the Vice President, Golf Association of Philadelphia, which has a new president in Ken Phillips. You're the Vice President this year. You play a lot of golf at Philadelphia Cricket. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
And we also have Jake Markison. Jake is Vice President of Valley Forge Tourism and Convention Board. All right, the topic, gentlemen, and we did this topic a while back with another panel, and it turned out to be very interesting. What was your most memorable round of golf? Why does it have that distinction? And maybe even have one or two that are vying for the top spot.
Yeah, I've been very fortunate to play a lot of golf in my career, but I think my most memorable round last year, actually, I got the incredible experience to go out and play Sand Hills Golf Club out in Nebraska. And for those who aren't familiar with it, Sand Hills was designed by Ben Crenshaw and Bill Core in '95, and it's out in the middle of nowhere, out in the Sand Hills of Nebraska. And they built it for very little money, but it's a scene that I've never seen before. The scenery and the terrain is unbelievable. The golf course is picture perfect, and it's a lot of fun to play because it's not all carry. You can run it up to the greens, little chip and putt. You can putt off the greens, use a hybrid. You've got a million different options. Now, I will say, both rounds I played there, it was really windy. We had sustained winds of 30 miles an hour the entire day, and gusts up to 50 miles an hour.
Really?
So, yeah. So.
And that turned out to be your most memorable
It
round.
was a lot of fun.
I beg to ask, what was the score? What was your final tally?
Well, I played at 36 holes 2 days in a row. My lowest round, I think, was in 81. And my highest was, we'll just not get into that.
Okay. Okay. Did you improve the second day with
I
the
did,
81?
a little bit,
okay.
yes.
Okay. What time of the year were you out there?
That was May. We got to go out on opening weekend, and
wow.
we were the first group out, which was phenomenal. To have the entire course to ourselves was really a special experience.
Was Ben Crenshaw there giving a putting lesson
No,
or anything?
I wish, because I could use a putting lesson.
Especially that first day.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, Jeff, what's your most memorable round or rounds?
Yeah, no, great. So I have two that are vying for the top spot for very different reasons. My first one was being able to play Augusta with my best friend who actually got the invite. So my best friend from home is a doctor down in South Carolina. One of his patients was a member at Augusta, a gentleman named Finney Timmerman. At the time, he was the oldest member there.
Wow.
He didn't even play. He just drove around in the cart with us. And so my buddy Jim invited me and one of our friends from home. And so we just had an amazing experience, as you can imagine, driving down Magnolia Lane, seeing our caddies there waiting for us in the members' driving range. And then you get in the locker room, and our host, opens up his locker. You see his green jacket, and it was just like so many moments like that were just truly amazing. I just feel really lucky with that. I would say my second most memorable round was with my family. And so I'm out there golfing with my wife, and my 2 sons. And my wife, she's relatively newer to golf, or at least she didn't pick it up until after we graduated from college. And we're playing at Philadelphia Cricket Club, and I've been in cricket forever, like over 25 years. I've never had a hole-in-one there. But my wife, this one time, with all of us there, she takes her 7-wood, 140-yard shot.
Don't tell me.
Knocks it right in the hole.
There you go.
So everyone, the golf professionals, the staff, they were all loved to give me a hard time. They're like, Jeff, you're here all the time. You've been here forever, and your wife has a hole-in-one, and
Has
you
she
don't.
come close to duplicating that since, or?
No,
No.
she has not.
Okay, but hey, she got it. They'll never be able to take that away from her.
No, absolutely.
All right, Jake, how about you?
Well, Harry, we're going to roll back the clock to 1991. I happened to be playing in the Philadelphia Junior Championship at Pico, actually. At the time, it was called Pico Country
that's
Club.
McCall's Field.
McCall's Field on
Okay.
City Line Avenue.
Right.
And I happened to be on the 11th hole, and I hit a shot. It was a par 3, and 145 yards. I think I hit an 8-iron, and it just happened to be that there were some older gentlemen like behind the green. I hit the ball, and it was an elevated green. I couldn't see where the ball went, and they started clapping their hands and jumping around a little bit. And I was like, all right, that's interesting. So I walk up. Of course, the last place you look is in the cup, right? So the ball was in the cup. Needless to say, I didn't go on to win the match. My game went to hell pretty much afterwards. I couldn't wait to just get into the clubhouse and call my parents and let them know that I had a hole-in-one, especially my father, because up until that point he had never had a hole-in-one. So that was pretty cool.
Any more holes in one in your career?
One more
Really?
after that.
Not as dramatic as that one.
No, not as dramatic.
Memorable, maybe.
Not as memorable. Correct.
Okay. Hey Jeff, now you talked about the experience, Magnolia Lane and all that. How about the night before? Were you? Did you get to sleep right away or what?
No, I was too excited to sleep. We were in I think the Peachtree Inn, and we just could only talk about what we were anticipating for the next day, and it just surpassed every expectation that we had.
Now, had you ever been on the grounds?
That was my first time on the grounds. Yeah.
So this was first time for a lot of ways.
Yeah.
And that was the experience. That must have been really special. Most people talk about, and you've been to Augusta, the terrain, the topography is very hilly, unexpectedly so. Is that the biggest impression you have of that golf course?
Actually, because I had heard that so much, and you kind of, after watching so much golf, you kind of learn to pick up landmarks and see what the terrain looks like. The biggest surprise to me was the undulation in the greens, particularly like some of the greens that don't get a lot of coverage, like number 6. Some of those greens are just unbelievably undulating. I don't know how people not 3-putt every single green.
Yeah, and then you're at about 14 on the stemp meter,
Yes.
and you got a slippery slope.
Possible, yes.
Yeah, okay. Have you been back since?
Yeah, I've been back to the Masters a couple of times since.
Well, it's been there, done that for you. First of all,
very fortunate each time I get to go down there.
I don't know, did you drive down Magnolia Lane after? That's the only time you went down Magnolia Lane?
Actually, one time I did. I was with a group, and Bill McAtee was part of our group, and this was his first year after he stopped doing the broadcast, and he still had special access to go down Magnolia Lane. So it was nice to relive that.
Memorable moments, and these gentlemen have all recreated them for us. Thanks for joining us here from the Ross Grill and all the folks here at Lulu that made it possible. More of Inside Golf in just a moment.
Designed by Donald Ross, Lulu Country Club is one of the premier private golf courses in Montgomery County. This classic 18-hole course boasts a new state-of-the-art clubhouse with many amenities for members to enjoy. Members are invited to play in events, tournaments, and enjoy guest privileges. For more information, contact membership at lulucc.com.
Parking is free! Hey! $4! Yes!
With so many affordable things to do in Montgomery County, PA, go ahead. Freak out.
That's it for this week's edition of Inside Golf. Congratulations and good luck to Jaeson Han at Fort Washington and the Indoor Golf Club. And once again, congratulations to all the award winners from the Golf Association of Philadelphia, especially their Player of the Year for 2023, Troy Vanucci. Remember, you can keep up with Inside Golf on YouTube. Every show is archived on YouTube. Just go to Inside Golf TV. I'm Harry Donahue. See you next week here on Inside Golf.
The 27th season of Inside Golf is presented by Destination Montco Golf. Your next golf getaway is in Valley Forge in Montgomery County, Pennsylvania. Visit valleyforge.org. By the First Tee Greater Philadelphia. The First Tee not only helps young men and women become better golfers, but most important, better people. Get involved. Visit firstteephiladelphia.org. By the Philadelphia Association of Golf Course Superintendents, a community of professionals enhancing the game of golf since 1925. Make sure you thank your golf course superintendent today. By the Golf Association of Philadelphia, GAP, celebrating amateur golf since 1897. And by Inside Golf's partner since 1998, the Philadelphia PGA Section, the experts in the game and business of golf.